Hey boys, good morning. Sheep Elich pouring in. I have turned my schedule upside down again. If you hear some sounds in the background, a dinosaur has passed away 2 floors above us, and the buzzards have already arrived to remodel the whole place. So this has been every morning for the past week, for several hours.
Oh my god.
Try sleeping with this.
See that shit? Holy shit.
Also, we're doing a stream earlier today because Fridays have gotten a new event at the local game store for Pioneer format in Magic, and I play this format alongside Standard, so I'm having an event later.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
So, early stream today, we're gonna be playing Order of Loremasters until I don't know how long. It's not gonna be a long stream, it's gonna be a short stream. And I'm most likely not gonna be later because I'm gonna be only half asleep during the event. Thank you, using the full read mices and using the full logic, thank you. We have 2 campaigns in progress here, Dreadfleet and Order of Loremasters. We're gonna be playing deckless for a couple of hours. We got a deckless for the Pioneer event. I'm running blue-white control. Blue-white control. I can show you the deck if you want, but I have around 40 cards at the side, depending what's played at the local meta, so I can adjust for the next week. If there is more control, or more mid-range, or more aggro decks. But it's a blue-white control. And the stars of the deck are Sharknado, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, Wandering Emperor, Supreme Verdict, you know, usual control stuff. Just have to adjust the amount of removal, counter spells, and the big stuff depending on the meta locally. I am running the Soul Partition version, but I'll probably remove it for some other stuff. Oh man, I wish there wasn't this drilling sound, but it is what it is. You're gonna have to bear with me, boys. This is a turn 46 Order Loremaster campaign. There is nothing special going on here. Quite like this position. Quite a different high elf campaign. I'm running both Absorb and Vita, of course, Brutality. Of course. We are working towards a short campaign victory. We can destroy these factions, and since there is no specific goals other than this, we are working towards taking control over the High Elf colonies. Many enemies must still love your deck. Last time in 3 rounds, 2 were mirrors. 2 mirrors, I won 1, and the second one, the first match out of the 3, best of 3, lasted over an hour. I loved both those matches, so... So, we did some science with
I speak for the Phoenix and I bid you welcome.
Threaten, and just to confirm some things, and yeah. I think it's a very poor mechanic in the game. Very, very poor. Unless we get to the bottom of it, to exactly how it works and when it can work, when it cannot work, this mechanic has a lot of things in this game next to useless, next to worthless. That's my opinion about it. I have no plan to ever use it again unless they'll provide more information on how it works and what will be the exact downside that will happen. There is literally no point having such an option in a strategy game. As usual with this company, we gotta go into the files with a mind pick and do the diggy hole. Find how things work, because the game tells you shit. Gives you convoluted information. It literally just gives you a glimpse at the what is it called, the front and the back page of the book. Help me out, boys. Not the synopsis, not the index. You know, the pages, no, it's like what am I looking for? No, it's the worst. Not any of these right words, but the worst word. Cover. It literally gives you the cover of the contents, with next to no information about what's inside, and said to invite you with the name of the mechanic or the title. That's how bad it is. And that's basically been Total War for the past 20 years. You get a shit ton of mechanics with hidden numbers. Hidden numbers. And I learned about this in Rome 2. Because there's no way some things would work like this. I'm actually making a diplomacy guide at a time, which after nearly 500 hours of messing up with it, I didn't even release the Steam. But basically, to tell you the long version short.
I will hear your words.
You see all these numbers here? This little tells you that they are hidden numbers that you didn't see until Warhammer 3. And yes, come Warhammer 3, oh look at this. They're here. I knew about this already in Rome 2. And this is just a part of it that's hidden, that they decide to show to you. There's so much things hidden in this game that the player doesn't see, but it's how the big decisions in the game are made. Either unit stats, diplomacy stats, heck, even sometimes the decimal numbers on spells is hidden. You think you're casting a spell for 3, but no, it's 3.6. And you can't cast it with 3. But you have mana, but you can't cast it. And then it creates other bugs where you can't overcast it because another reason that is messing up with another factor. The amount of stuff that's hidden in this game is actually undermining the whole game. Because most of the change will happen when the players notice it, because the devs don't really pay that much attention. They can, because, you know, they have 9 to 5 jobs, they don't play the game. So once we figure out things, numbers and everything, and pay attention to it, we figure out that something is off, and then we tell them, and sometimes, you know, they even change it. But if we can see hidden stats on a lot of this stuff, 2/3 of the game, how we got to give inputs? We can just smell that something is wrong, see that something is wrong, but we can't really tell what. And then we just tell them, you know, like, something is off with this. It's like, something what? And they're not even going to literally look at something if you tell them if something is off. It's like, they're just like, stop using mods. And yeah, because a lot of these things are hidden, it's very bad for the game. Very bad for the game, and you can't even help the devs fix it. Unless you go into the files and start digging with a mind peek, and maybe in a couple of months you can figure out why things are wrong. You know, guys, when the greenskins got buffed, this is another example. Greenskins got buffed, and they become top dog in melee. Lisman used to be the top dog before. And we noticed that the big guns with better stats were losing to Saurus. And it's not the battle difficulty. Don't be an idiot and say it's just the battle difficulty. The legendary battle difficulty is fine. It was fine in Warhammer 2. You had to just apply the right stats and bonus and shit. Don't think your units will just win, you know, through and through. Anyways, the guys were losing to the Saurus. And we just couldn't figure out why. We started testing, me and a couple of the guys. And until somebody found out in the files that the Saurus warriors had weapon range 2. Well, it was what made all the difference. So, big guns and Saurus are literally pretty much very similar unit, same unit you might say. So you got Saurus here, very bulky, good damage, good stats. And then you have the greenskin big guns, literally the same shit. I would say the Saurus are made after the big guns. But the big guns were losing to Saurus with better stats. So there was a hidden number somewhere that was the only way to explain this. Because when you mouse over weapon strength or attack, you see attack here, you see weapon strength, you see armor, you see health, you think this would be enough to say who would win between two units, even on average. But no, big guns were losing because we didn't see the whole picture. And when you mouse over this thing, it doesn't tell you weapon range, cleave, splash, whatever, or attack interval. And the Saurus had better weapon range. So basically, big guns on the left, Saurus on the right, they're grinding each other out. Big guns have better stats. They have bigger stats to grind, but the Saurus are winning. What the fuck, man? Why are you giving us the information if information is correct? And then somebody saw in the finals that the weapon range on the Saurus was 2, while the big guns have 1. And it makes no sense because they use similar weapons. So somebody decided Saurus should have 2 weapon range, while the big guns have 1. And the big guns actually have anti-large bonus, while the Saurus do not. Talking about the maces. And so big guns with their big weapons, Saurus with their clubs. Big guns losing because Saurus had better reach. They had more guys doing attack animations than the big guns. So the big guns were literally having a second and third row doing next to nothing, waiting for the first row to die. While the Saurus had 1.5, 2.5 rows attacking at the same time. They had more guys attacking just because of a hidden number that the game doesn't tell you it exists. And that's all this information was pointless in that comparison, because the Saurus, a weaker unit, was winning against a stronger unit. And these were not just regular big guns. These big guns actually had more stuff on top of this. There was just not the vanilla. On vanilla, it was even totally one-sided on the Saurus way. Totally one-sided. So this is another example of hidden stats here. If I know a unit has 2 attack range or a unit has 1 attack range, I would never use a unit with attack weapon range. No. Let's say halberdiers and greatswords have the same attack range. I would tend to favor greatswords nearly always, just because they're tougher. But doesn't mean they're gonna be better always. What if the greatswords had 1 range and halberdiers have 2 range? I've seen halberdiers have 2 range and greatswords have 1 range. If I'm playing against faction that have 2 range, I will always use halberdiers, no matter what. Infantry large, always halberdiers, just because they have 2 range. But if both greatswords and halberdiers have 2 range, I would use greatswords in every situation over the halberdiers if they are available. Every time greatswords or halberdiers. 2 range almost double DPS. No, it doesn't. It's not doubling. It makes you makes the unit the whole regiment fight better in melee, especially against infantry and against some large units. I wouldn't say double. But it's noticeable. More units can initiate attack animations, AP90, which makes the unit deal more damage over the unit that has lower weapon range.
Master of the White Tower.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, I've been enjoying this campaign. I've been really enjoying this campaign. You guys might have noticed we played it for like 12 hours on the first day. Teclis is one of my favorite lords, and I haven't played in such a long time that I don't even have experience with Phoenix Teclis. And I only thought before Phoenix the Teclis was ridiculous. None can comprehend my power. Well, that was true for Reddit until they added Phoenix. Hey, Tiny. It's spring. We can wear short sleeves.
My infinite knowledge is yours. You require assistance?
We are trying to get a 3rd colony here, and we're trying to avoid complications. Teclis decided for this campaign to go around the diplomatic relations bonus. Don't expend too much, prevent wars where they make no sense, and go after the troublemakers. Well, since I didn't really care about outside until last year, Tiny. But I was getting very overweight, obese, morbidly obese at the border. But now that I'm literally out every day, I like the nice weather. Where you can wear short sleeves, preferably short pants, and there's no rain. Hot weather can go fuck themselves. Fuck itself. Am I going to the gym? No. I'm not going to the gym, no.
Hoef's chosen.
So let's just send Teclis to finish up these guys.
Ready.
Might just flee.
Haste. Weighing anchor.
We have decided. I was thinking about army Teclis, but I've decided to get Teclis.
We have shaped this world.
Okay, we got 2 colonies. The ports here bring money. Some kind of lag going on here. I'm starting to notice it more and more. It definitely wasn't there before. We're gonna get more armies. With our armies, we won't be getting alliances. We are still trying to get to the bottom of these changes on the campaign. Still trying to get to the bottom of it. I gotta add some spice to the Dwarf campaign, boys. I'm gonna be adding spice to the Dwarf campaign. If we're gonna be doing long victory, I'll get options. Incentivize more donation goals. There'll be an option for war with all the humans and war with all the elves. And if both are matched, then I'll declare war on the rest of them. Other than that, we're just playing a flavor for in-depth long campaign. Yeah. Gotta finance the magic addiction somehow, right? Let's focus growth here. We are good money-wise. I'm also getting an army here. It's we're gonna put what 9. Yeah, this saves between the campaigns. Interesting. This is our capital province. Shift 9 to get there. Bookmark locations on the campaign map. So bookmark this location F10. So we press F9, go here, F10, go there. Okay. Regarding mechanics and high elf factions, Teclis and Tyrion are pretty much same. This system literally favors more Tyrion. Eltarion has a mechanic that's the most unique. Imric has a small mechanic that's added with the dragons. And also Aldenar has a small mechanic that's added with his faction. The most unique one is the Eltarion, but the rest of them are pretty much samey. The most generic ones are Teclis and Tyrion. Those hotkeys, no, they always existed. These are campaign bookmarks, they've always been in the game.
Purest sorcery.
I'm gonna make a standard firepower army with good staunch line of spears. We have life here and life here. Oh, there I do just the way I like it. Hey, Yogi. You can bookmark on the map. I played these games for 2,000 hours. Well, I played over 10,000 hours and I haven't used it that much, Judge.
is power in the waves.
Invocation of each is available, but this is for special situations because of extreme cooldown. Can I wish every faction had a way to lower cooldowns on invocations? Either a technology or a commandment. I wish factions that have invocations, rights, my bad, rights, do a commandment that lowers, instead of lowering cooldown on the right by 1 turn, it lowers it by 2 turns. Or if your capital is tier 5, that cooldown on the rights drops down by 2. Or technology that lowers the right cooldown on the rights by 1. There's so many things I can do about this, man. Why are they so boring? We have to be careful in diplomacy because of availability law. This might go bad. Like Tyrion has broken a trade agreement with us because of it. I think diplomacy-wise we are golden. We're golden here. I'm very happy that we have actually... I'm worried about Ghost of Plowhawks, because our ability rating they will probably break treaty. And I have actually used influence to prevent war between Ironbrow's expedition and Last Defenders. Torek was thinking about attacking Last Defenders like he usually does. He was disliking us because of it, because we had treaties with Krogar. And then I used influence to manipulate the relations between the dwarves and the lizardmen. And within like a turn or two, they signed a treaty, and he stopped caring about us having treaties with him. He'll break treaty because of our ability rating, even if he likes us, which makes things worse. .7 is 3,000, I'll take that. Get 73 influence, or Loremasters, and the Ghost of Plowhawks plus. Trying to avoid bad RNG here. So far this campaign had 1 bad RNG, but we cleared it fast when Tlako declared war on us. These factions, Tlako and the Ghost of Plowhawks, are overtuned, and the more campaigns you play, the more clear it shows. I'm glad to see the Lizardman AI doing something. They're our best allies. We want to get surrounded by allies and then just send expeditions. Because Stateless is an expedition in the first place.
Who seeks me?
Yeah. What's up with our lords? We got ill-prepared prince for emergencies. You don't have much choices in the beginning because no influence, so then they get usually a couple of lords and heroes with bad traits, and then you use them for the rest of the game. Hey, Colin, yeah, I turned my schedule upside down. This is gonna be a long day. A long day. I woke up 6 AM, by the way. And I got a tournament in Pioneer at 6 PM.
The ocean gives life.
Yeah, I'm currently on ship schedule. We turned everybody here against the troublemakers. We're actually we're golden here. We can do whatever we want, unless random stuff strike. When you have a better build rating, more factions tend to break trees, and which leads to war. So our build rating is king in Warhammer 3. It's more important than in Warhammer 2. Some factions don't care about it, but some factions start breaking treaties, and it might lead to war, especially if they have strong military. We as Techless have very weak military, and I can't really make confirm it yet, but it feels like the military might have been more for alliances with this update. They're not want to give us military access or alliance. We haven't had any military for a while. Okay, we are back to medium. Very good.
You need me?
No glory.
He
Only
doesn't have
suffers.
enemies, huh?
Speak quickly, for I must not be distracted from my vow.
It's very hard to convince high elves to do anything. And I think this is fine. I think this is fine. A chunk of Ultuan, aloof, protective, with no enemies. Just biding their time. Why would every faction need to be a proactive one? If everybody's proactive, it's bad for the game. Some factions should be passive, some factions should be proactive, and some factions should just react. I think this is perfectly fine for the game, and it's very good for the game.
Orders?
Tyrion, welcome. What brings you here?
We are safe, basically because we have only 5 settlements.
Glade Lord.
Yeah. I think we are fine with Illyrian because of distance. Especially, you know, guys, don't kick we at me, but the line in the patch notes, I will trust it. I will trust it, and Eltarion will not declare war. If Eltarion declares war, that line is full of shit. Seem like the third of those patch notes. The relevant ones, at least. Hey, James. Does the guy ever take no? High elves are way too strong. Sometimes Nakari and Dreadfleet cause a mess on Ultuan, and Ultuan takes a long time to stabilize. That's the only times I saw this. I would like to see Noctilus take over Ultuan sometimes. That would be incredible to see. And Noctilus faction is way more powerful than the High Elves, especially in the early game. The fact he never takes Ultuan is it's kind of sad. I would love to see Noctilus AI take all of the Ultuan, but Vampire Coast AI has always been super bad. It's even been worse than it is right now. Should have seen it the initial versions. I haven't seen Dark Elves take over Ultuan in Warhammer 3. No. The only thing that might make this happen is the Fog of War. And I believe Fog of War can make Dreadfleet take over Ultuan. Or at least a good chunk of it. But the High Elves, Legendary Lords, 1, 2, 3. There are too many. Too many. And there's 3 Legendary Lords here. They have no resistance. And they tend to work together.
Loremaster, consider it
Ultuan
done.
should be a terrifying place to invade. But sometimes I wish a couple of factions which are supposed to be attacking early succeed. I think both Nakari and the Dreadfleet, Nakari even worse than Dreadfleet, are in a really bad spot as the AI on that place. As a player, Nakari has a lot of fun on Ultuan and Noctilus too. Those 2 factions dominate on Ultuan. ILs early on are pretty weak. They do have Legend Lords and some starting units going out for them, but Spearman Arch compositions can be easily bullied by a variety of things. To get a little bit better on tier 3.
Teclis, High Loremaster. Feel my
Will I take this bloody point? I was kind of bloody in this campaign. I'll take this bloody point.
Steady hand is needed.
Nice.
I take possession.
Okay, Thor Elasor has been confederated. Write down. Okay, we confederate Thor Elasor. I think there was one. Yeah. Going for renowned fear, it's too good. I mean, Nagorod is a little bit different than Ultron. Nagorod is way more balanced than Ultron, I think. I wish Ultron had separated by more water. Made slightly wider. So those factions actually had a way instead of just being so linear. Because anybody who comes here it's too dense and they're outnumbered. And even when the player is attacking, it's literally city battle after city battle after city battle after city battle after city battle. The AI cannot make the right strategic decisions if it has to auto-resolve city battles all the time. It's impossible. Because they tend to sack a lot instead of occupy to replenish. Good morning. The cat is meowing outside my door. It hears my voice, and I wonder what's up. Be back. We got a new cat. Okay, I'm here. It's just meowing in the other room. Doesn't want to be close in there. Needs more space, I guess. But he's supposed to be there right now. It's too small and vulnerable to just have free reign right now. What's the name of the cat? Ibra. This is our tank, huh? This is our tank. High characters are absolutely disgustingly tanky. Mostly due to their extreme defenses. High elves more so than the other elves. Because of the martial prowess and mastery. Okay, we control eastern colonies. This will be amazing for our finances. And right now, our objective to collect colonies, we need 2 more. The rest of the colonies are actually tough to get. Yeah, it's part CMEs, Judge. The other colonies are in really tough locations, especially ones in Lastria. These 3 are in Lastria, and Lastria is a very hostile place right now. This one is in the Badlands, and this one is in Nagorod. Let's just prioritize growth here. This place has no resource, Tower of the Stars. No resource. Control is extremely important, even more so. Oh, this building is fine here. Our industry gets a fat bonus when we have 100 control. And we have to go against 20 penalty. 8 from difficulty, 8 from high control, and 4 from taxes. Or collected income, whatever they call it these days. But high elves have extra bonuses on top of bonuses for having high control. The most important one being plus 15% income. What is happening with my schedule? I turned it upside down. I hate being up between 3 a.m. and 10 a.m. It's like that. Those hours should be for sleep.
Mage.
Messes up with everything. With the whole, my body, and my obligations. More spearmen is good because we can get more Pyrrhic victory points. Eccles is benefits hugely from Bloody due to him not having any fighter skills. Don't really need a noble in the army, but for now he will stay because of the replenishment.
Wisdom awaits.
I mean, in Teklas' army you have to have a noble. It's better than a handmaid in his army if you don't have an army.
Boundless
In this
wisdom.
army, handmaiden is better. And we will build the building in the capital. Blessed Grove. Handmaiden is a tier 4 hero. I'm gonna pay full price though. Let's queue the troops here. 165 range at 4 AP. 180 range at 3 AP, 8.7. Let's make a slightly more durable army. We can rig the rage a bit. I think due to the settlement battles being present in campaign, the sieges being tougher, more or less. Golden Sea Guard is the way to go. The archers are history. If you can afford Golden Sea Guard and they're available, the archers are history. Shields on this unit, higher durability, higher health. Spear fighters, they're good spear fighters, and archers. Just makes archers obsolete. They're not real spearmen, they're not real archers, but they're better. Just they have less men and less range, but higher quality. Less elves, less soldiers. Have something here, huh? It's a PQ. What does this one have? Resistant, huh? Hybrid troops are excellent. Excellent. There were hybrid troops in Araby and ancient in Persia, bordering India. Had a bunch of spears with bows and shields, and those are always like I was always impressed with those troops. Golden Sea Guard is another new unit in Total War. They already existed in the old Total Wars. Like one of the most impressive units was Royal Peltasts, literally elite swordsmen that also throw javelins. Just imagine, like, I feel like whoever's making that unit basically designed the fighting style again, you know, like towards like Achilles, who throws a javelin and then fights with a sword and shield. Except these guys had more than just one or two javelins.
Asaurian's decree.
I haven't seen any really powerful hybrid cavalry in a long time though. Like in Rome 2, one of the strongest cavalry units in the game, the Mercenary Median Cavalry, the noble one, had like ridiculous range and ridiculous melee. I've been very careful balancing your cavalry like this into Warhammer. War wagons are not cavalry. That's not cavalry. They are not even chariots. Scissor don't have powerful range. They're harassment at best. And they're average in melee. They're basically a support unit, harassment unit, chaser unit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Support, chaser, harassment. I'll just queue these guys and we'll drop somewhere later. We need to switch commandment. And we can drop this. There's only one reason to build this building, I'm afraid. I wish this building and this building were one building. But devs don't care. They like a bunch of crap buildings. Like this is the worst building in the entire game. This type of building. These are the worst buildings in the game. Well, this building at least has a purpose and the units are better. Well, this is just like... Only Pepegas build this shit. Especially mama boys that try to buff silver helms as much as possible. At that stage, they get Dragon Prince instead. I don't know how they don't see that the recruitment buildings and any military buildings, how they're not having a garrison unit available on tier 2 and 3. It's not good for the game. It's amazing for the AI and it helps the player. Promotes variety in buildings as well. But it's a huge buff to the AI because they tend to build so many military buildings. But for the player, the military buildings are the worst option, always has been. They need to give us reasons to build them. Military building, just providing military recruitment, that is so outdated. It's like 20 years old. It's been outdated like in the last decade. And they're still going with this shit. Hey, Koskas. Let's get armor here. That's a nice one. It's no Empire armor technology, but 10 armor and a lot of troops, it's always good. Especially when you have healing available, make it even better. So what are we gonna do next? are we gonna do next? Our next goal is in Badlands, Lastria, and Nagarot. We go to Lastria. Lastria is hell right now. We might need to get Tlako with us and the Ghost of Pohawks. Why these guys hate each other? What the hell? I mean, notice the relations going down, so we have to act. Because of trespassing, wow. Now this is bad. This is also very expensive right now. Let's try to fix this. The more you use it, the more expensive it is. It scales really badly, and then over time it goes down. There's some of the scaling in these games, especially regarding influence and the empire politicking. It scales worse than those idle games. I want to use that word that starts with an L and ends up with a Y, but people are butthurt when we use it around devs these days. They activate immediately and strike like a snake. I actually had a YouTuber guy and a guy on Steam literally almost attack me because I'm talking too much shit about devs sometimes. One guy literally felt bad for me because all he sees it, you know, that we're doing great stuff here, but we are attacking the devs apparently too much, and that's not the way to go. You can't really get lash out on the devs when they fuck up or the game, you know, bugs or crashes and shit like this. You're just supposed to smile and or go flying.
I see the winds.
She
Infused
sees
by
the
Hoeth's
winds.
wisdom.
This costed 10,000 last turn. We actually got the absolute at the same time, nice. You know, as a streamer for the past 7 years, I understand, you know, I wish we were just, we wish things were different and we were happier and hyped all the time. My stream would have been way bigger, I would have had so much money. I just can't fake it, man. But, I really don't understand people when you're critical about something they're hyped about, or they love, or they, apparently they love, and they get all agitated and trolly and almost like start attacking people, other people that are around, like those white knights defending everything. Like, I don't know what's up with that, man. It's like, do they really love it if they don't accept criticism about this? Because criticism kills hype. Anticipating something and building hype is literally how you get to your next day, how you know, keep working at that McDonald's for the third, fourth year in a row. Gotta have something. But when that is gone, how do you go with life? And then these guys found Reddit, and they found people, thinkers who studied the game, criticize and comment things, and you know, they might have seen it once or twice, 3 times, and like, sure. But now that the hype is building for the next product and the next expansion, they don't like it. It diminishes their hype, their illusion, and their illusion that things are good. They're happy. Everything is Gucci. One day, they'll understand, but at the time they are literally against it. Being critical of things, not liking things, or talking against things, you know, what they call it, hating things. It's bad for the industry. Really bad. Being somebody on my position, which is a small streamer here, or somebody in a big position like Legends of Total War, and talking about something, that is really bad. Bad for the community, it's bad for the devs, it's bad for the game. But they don't really understand that they want to make things go better. And the devs are trying to push this balance between how much hate they will receive and how much things they can abuse and exploit and minimize to profitize. How much goodwill they can abuse of their community and people. And they have a lot of these people just causing this imbalance. They're just not very good for anybody. They're letting them get away with this shit. And they're trying to get away with this shit. I'm glad they this thing has got to the point where they're pissing off big people. Because something has to change. And the devs have to improve things. They're the only ones who can. They're the only ones who can.
Ulthuan's Archmage.
It's not all about money. You have to have some kind of reputation, integrity, and passion for your projects. It's not all about money. When the Suns get all about the money, it all goes to shit. They're making money. Don't get fooled by these guys. They're making ridiculous amounts of money. And them defending this shit that they are business first, it's games. Games first. Money second. And they still make a ridiculous amount of money. I'm meaning like the whole entire company. I know who is in charge for what. I'm not targeting anyone specifically. I'm talking about just the lack of doing things better, or trying to get away with worse, or with not enough, or with bare bones, or with half-assing. They're not doing enough. Whoever they are, they're just not doing enough. And I think somebody who spent as much hours or days or years of their life in these things, I think I can safely say they're not doing enough. Because they're trying too much of things that don't really matter. It doesn't have a landmark facility, it has a special port. It's bugged as well. They forgot to put the Isle of Garrison on it, which weakens this location quite a bit. Really bad for the AI, because those latency guard garrisons are critical. I think money-wise we are good, so I'm just gonna get another 36 growth here.
Magic.
Many times just wish things are better than there's a little bit just more happiness around. Nobody wants to be you know, jaded and in bad mood all the time. Like, just leads to more stress. There's already enough stress in life. I think we just sail to Lastra and start poking there.
Off I go. Wisdom leads me. I hear the waves.
We got a Battle Battle stream this year? Yes. Depends how the next sellout campaign goes. I will not be playing Battle Battles ever again unless there's a financial security inside. Because I would like to play those long sessions, long streams, a lot of several weeks in a row, and that's a little bad for the stream. I wish there was a financial security right now with that last sale still being successful, but my brother and his wife are out of the job for second month now. That's literally all that money gone from the sellout stream.
The vortex calls.
I don't really want to go into stuff outside Total War for a lot of time unless there is good things in right, because I tend to enjoy it, but it leads to nowhere. Then I start having financial pressure, and then I stop enjoying it, and then just regret doing it in the first place. Happened twice already with Belbars.
I wield the winds. High Elven Archmage.
What's the average veg place? A good one is like close to 1100 euro. Acceptable like 900 for a man. If you got 900 euro and you're like in your early 30s, that's acceptable. After.
Hoeth grants you wisdom.
Anybody that's in the 20s getting a 900 euro, it's not easy. That's why a lot of people in their 20s just go work somewhere else or leave the country. The city is getting way more expensive. Even a good salary, you can't even get your own place anymore here. Gonna be just very close.
High Loremaster of Hoeth.
Decisive. And the funny thing is, Koskis is not enough. So now we have some of the most expensive food, and bills in food in the Europe. I was buying just 3 days of groceries today, 70 euros. Yeah, 900 euro is nothing anymore. It's very little, man. As like, even for creation standards, that's not a lot of money. That's bare bones. How much is kebab now? 6 euros. I used to pay it 2.5 euro at the same place back when they opened. What do you pay for a liter of milk? Exactly 1 euro.
I am ready. Fine.
It will be done. As you say.
We will obey.
Brave and
I think
true.
kebabs are way too expensive. It's not even that high quality for that price. But it is what it is. Was current change bad? I think it was good, but it came at a bad time. It'll get better within a few years, probably 5+ years. It came in the time of COVID and Corona, COVID aftermath, Corona, Corona aftermath and the war. The war just made everything worse in Europe, especially financially. So there's definitely a little bit for the worse, but I think in the next 4 to 5 years it will get much better. But hopefully the war will be over way sooner. War is the worst thing for Europe right now.
Swordmaster of Hoef. Orders received.
Europe will be shit in a few years, why do you say that?
Spearmen. It shall be done.
The bank in Europe will not allow it. They'll do anything in their power they can to prevent anything bad happening to Europe.
As Sir Loremaster.
I don't think things will get cheaper, Baltazar. I think the salaries will get higher here. I think in 5 years, over 200 euro on average for everybody. At least over 20% increase.
Noble. Guardian.
We buy a 1.75 liter of milk bottle and it's slightly over 2 euro. It used to cost about 25% cheaper. I don't know about it, brutality, really. I don't know about the mood. But everybody feels like it's under financial pressure.
None can comprehend my power.
Financial pressure is probably all-time high.
Ready. I concur.
Although it's causing a lot of stress on everybody. My brother is gonna be going to work in France because salary still is such shit. There's literally no future.
Techless. Very well.
Mage. It is done.
Techless. Ever on. Arhain Kadei. I go. Scython, hear me. Yen Louis, Louis. Charoy Lecky. Their end is nigh.
My sister-in-law, his wife, has been working for the Americans for a couple of years, and she was getting paid quite well.
Fear my words.
And now it's hard for her to even consider taking a job here.
Setting forth. Arhain Kadei. Onward. Seeking the foe.
Hey Mike, what am I doing?
Louis, Louis.
Louis.
Charoy Lecky! Making my way! Scython! Hear me!
Why are they climbing out? They don't see the rest of my army. They're not paying attention.
Moving
Heal.
out!
There's only Teclis here.
Forward! Fear my words!
No, this is all how it always
I
worked.
know the way! Ahey,
We are abusing Teclis as a spellcaster.
Halt!
I mean, we could have sent the characters as well. I just wanted to fly with Teclis.
Master of the White Tower! Charoy Lecky! Chosen of Hoeth! Scython! Hear me!
It's definitely a bug with that potion cooldowns.
Loremaster of Hoeth! Oh, fry!
Direct me! Duty calls!
Loremaster of Hoeth! Lethane Lecky!
Swordmaster of Hoeth!
Our magic is strong!
As you say! Spearmen! Quickly now! We go! Enemy spellcaster! Weapons ready!
Chosen of Hoeth! St. Louis Sinai!
Interesting, they actually did damage there. It was not even Depth Guard.
White Tower Guardian! Ever onwards! Sinai! Atadana!
Noble! Understood!
Awaiting orders.
Emfry Harathoi! Command me! Lethane! Teclis!
I'm gonna try to use these more focusing spells.
Ulfwan Mage. Forward. Men Louis! Araya Men Louis! Following Epion. Ulfwan Mage.
Teclis was perfectly fine with a horse. Was ridiculous before the bird. It was also more friendly for him to be on the horse.
Free the captives. Teclis, High Lawmaster.
Set is good because 20 power.
My infinite knowledge is yours.
There's a tank. Tank.
You seek knowledge. There is no limit to my power. Defender of truth.
Handmaiden, Lord or Noble, huh?
Hoeth grants you wisdom.
Yeah, Moratti can murder Teclis and Mela.
Teclis, High Loremaster. High Loremaster of Hoeth. Master of the White Tower.
He should have quite an advantage over Teclis in the air fighting. For Teclis, yeah, preservation. It's the best in slot. This is such a good skill for Teclis. Hopefully the magic fine works. It's the skill.
You require assistance? Quickly then. Moving off.
I just researched it. It's amazing for the items. With a mage in the army, we'll have a high chance of getting item in every battle. And high elves still a lot of items because they use a lot of characters. The characters are very powerful.
High Elven Archmage. Purest sorcery.
Yotl's gonna go crazy. But they're military rank right now. 39, okay, it's looking better.
Orders?
Ready!
Yes?
Approach us, friend, and make your offer.
Volkmar!
We need to get an alliance against the Pawhawks. They're our best ally.
You called?
Shame we don't have Sodic Trail. Such a shame. We need to find a settlement somewhere for that. But he has nowhere to go. Maybe in here, but we don't want to go there really. We might try. We might try with Shit Wizard. This one is impossible to get now because the build insta building. Literally does not work anymore. The AI does not take into account that we control 2/3 of it. And since they build industry building, it's the whole system breaks. This is the betting about settlements when you need one. And we don't need them. Another bad thing is they're easily manipulate diplomacy. So these are the two really bad thing about settlement trade. There is no reason for them not to sell us this settlement for about 30k. Yeah. Economic value goes up crazy. It goes so high that this 65... You know how much they want for this element? You know how much they want for this element? If I had to take a wild guess... What do you guys say in the chat? If I had to take a wild guess, 600,000 for a minor settlement. 600,000 for a minor settlement in a province where we control the rest. They are very friendly. They are our friends. We wish them all the best in the world. But they build an industry building and the whole system breaks. This is the worst thing about this on this side of the spectrum. On the other side of the spectrum, you can use settlements to easily manipulate diplomacy you're not supposed to achieve otherwise. And not because such things should not be possible, because this is the only reason they're gonna be possible, because they made it impossible to get it the normal ways. As in terrible, terrible relations and deal scaling. So there are times where you can seriously abuse it, and there are times that nothing you can do to get a settlement. Even if we get a very good settlement for this, it would have to be a 6 settlement to even compete with this right now, because they build the industry building. And let's see Sonic Trail. This is the same province with Temple Avenue of Gold that has gold. 17 points economic value. Gold mines, by the way. But it gets us an alliance, which is otherwise unattainable. For these 17 points, they will pay us for 4 points 1600. It's for 4 points. And with our treasure of 22,000, we can't even get defensive alliance. Because they want like 80,000. Terrible, terrible scaling. I definitely need to take a look at that. Lower the abuse and balance stuff like this a little bit more, so it's actually a quality of life they promised to be. Not just an abuse and a situationally usable. That's okay. I'll probably not see you later, so I'll see you next time.
The vortex calls.
Tank control, look at this, 10 black cats. I think we're gonna have to deal with what's his name? It's nice.
High Loremaster. Teclis. My powers are yours. Teclis. High Loremaster.
Infused by Hoeth's wisdom. The most gifted. I wield the winds. Master of high magic.
What do we have here on Shield Wizard? Supervisor, Seafarer, okay.
Do not tarry.
Let's see if... it doesn't matter where this will go. It doesn't even give us military access here, huh? Basal inflation minus 19, whatever that means. So we can't even go north to help the lizardmen with this stuff. We'd have to... yeah, we can't do it because we have no military access. No, it's the military rating is a different factor here. It's our military. It's our military for some reason. It's their high military and our average military. This faction is overtuned.
Alariel, I am Tyrion, champion of the Everqueen.
They don't want it because of distance. Everything else makes sense. But we are each elves. But as basal isolation, it's hard to really understand what it means in that case. This one is possible. This one is possible. We just need to recover the build rating. We really need this one. We need to get more military, I guess, to get close to alliance. Because it's easier to get a military access via alliance than actually get a military access. Because the alliance gives you military access. They should have adjusted military access towards that. I don't even bother with Religious Nazareth. There's a reason why our building is down, is because we science a bit. Is there an event that let you meet other else Ultra? No, it was we had a quest battle there, so that's why we met him. I think military access makes sense, but ever since they put it a part of an alliance, it's sometimes easy to get an alliance and military access. Military access among friends should be a normal thing. There's no reason for this faction not to give us military access. There's no reason for this not to happen. So this is currently messed up. Like, due to us being friendly and having all the treaties, a military access should be, like, granted here. And ever since they put the military access as part of the alliance, there's no reason for military access to be that hard to get these days. This army needs experience. Yeah, I don't want to go to Lastia. Lastia looks like a shit fest. This guy's about to die.
Dragon Master.
Those guys don't even have any enemies. They will see us coming. That's a problem. And if it's not Teclis first, that army might sink before it even does anything. I have military access with Volkmar, because at some point he lost all military.
For Hoeth!
There's no reason to keep this building hidden here permanently. We can just get money and then just build a new one when we are planning to build a new army. That sound when you're scrolling out, well, that's the sound of my headache for the last 5 days and lack of sleep.
High Loremaster of Hoeth.
I've been hearing that for 8 hours every day. One of the neighbors snapped at the workers yesterday as well. One of the old dinosaurs died, passed away a couple of weeks ago, and they sold his place, and now the new people are renovating. Just imagine how bad it is right now, and just imagine how it was when I played the first Marathi campaign. They were literally above me, like 2 meters above me, drilling 10 hours a day. I had barely any sleep for a week with my schedule. Just go watch my first Marathi campaign from Warhammer 2. You will hear and see. It was hell. When they started working, my whole room would vibrate. I would turn on the speakers to the loudest, just the oceans, rain, storms, the waves. I put a headset on my head with earbuds inside, playing rain, storms, shit on the double, and have a pillow on my head, and would still not be enough because the whole room would vibrate. And you would still hear it and all that shit. Because the spell life leeching is excellent.
My infinite knowledge is yours.
Shame there's nothing in the way, huh?
Voyaging.
ILs have the flank speed is like one of the best, if not the best, stance in the water. Get no downside and 50% line of sight. If they attack you, you're not gonna lose vigor, but you can initiate a battle.
I hear the way.
Basically, this is not a March stance. This is not a March stance. It's just a really nice stance for the high elves to get movement in the line of sight. In Maiden will be on tier 4. A lot of spices, but the world is huge. So this box still bugs on. There's still an unexplainable variation in the resource prices, and the long-term partnership still bugs. Still been 7 years. I can start working between a certain hours, top manager. The card has appeared. It's literally super far and he's appeared.
You will pay the price for your
At least now our aggressor kinda supports what he's doing here. It's like shade abuse. This is literally how the AI works. They add regular troops to the army, and they add some shades, and then regular troops are constantly dying out to resolve, and they add more units. Those more units are dying out to resolve until they add more shades. And the process repeats until the whole army is all but shades, because everything else keeps dying.
I see the winds. Drop anchor! Archmage. I cannot rewrite reality. Light of the moon. I wield the winds.
Hoef's chosen. Consider it done. Weighing anchor. Embarking.
Nice, being a line of sight now.
With haste. Setting sail.
When the Chaos Wars campaign? Maybe next month. Depends on the 3.1 patch. Probably just gonna sail towards Dawn Light now.
High Elven Archmage.
This army might be pushing it for shit wizard.
Defender of the Phoenix Throne. Ready to march. Your will is done.
Absurd.
Journeying.
Yeah, that's very good. That's a big enemy. I'll pay that. There goes our treasury. That one is worth it. We have to do something about Lastria, and if we're gonna go for the other settlements there, there's 3 Elven colonies in Lastria. What the fuck is he doing? What the hell is he doing? Walls weak with low casualties, but there are 4 units dead. We just recruited the Silver Guard. It's gotta be one of the worst armies I've seen on the AI. And it's due to how the balance upon out result works. Still gonna be guys have no armor on. Card is a powerful fighter. Why is the balance of power like this? I don't get it. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shades. Strange. Still a nasty army if you're out. If you have lower rank characters and not the right stuff. I don't want to lose Southern Guard, so we're gonna fight. Try to avoid that. Otherwise, I would alter result. This is a mega experience for shit wizard. Mega. Reinforcements are in a shit position, shit. This means that this army might take most of the pressure now. We can't put it little there, and this is 5.5 minutes. It's gonna be the same shit. I need to pull artillery in the open.
Eagle Claw. For duty. Eagle Claw.
We have to snipe the dragon, otherwise it might kill one of the wizards.
Assault Archmage.
Strong jab. We're playing a reactive army,
Sorcery.
so that's how we have to deploy.
Loven Seaguard.
Spearman. Understood. Northern Seaguard. Without faith.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
It will be done.
Eagle Claw.
I really need the garrison troops immediately. Our army is going to take massive casualties because of the reinforcements. If they're behind us, this has been a way easier battle. There's a horse shit in the trees.
Spellcaster supreme.
Loyal. Loyal.
The winds flow through me. It is predestined.
Orders received.
Moving! I serve Ulthuan, following my destiny. Behold my power! Witness true magic! Magic's unleashed! Archmages never fail! Observe my radiance! I will not tarry! I sally forth! Asur Archmage!
Kill them.
Led by Hoeth, I will go! Seeking fate! It is my destiny!
Fucking hell, it's gonna be damage!
Disciple of Hoeth!
Ulthuan Mage.
It shall be done.
March. It will be done.
Asaurian's fire! High Mage ready! The most potent spells!
Lothern Seaguard.
Unlimited power! Weaver of the winds!
Death to all.
Asaurian sends me! I see my path! I will not tarry!
Acknowledged.
Loven Seaguard.
As you say. Orders received. Lothern Seaguard. We advance. Spearmen. We will obey. For duty. It will be done. Without
The reinforcements are useless.
Orders received.
Lothern Seaguard.
Ulthuan Mage.
Without fail.
They literally went invisible in front of us.
To the fray! As you say. Sail!
Spellcaster supreme! Led by...
Winds of magic rise.
We will obey. Kill them! Battle calls! We will obey. For duty! For order! It shall be done. It shall be done. It will be done.
We don't have experience or the battle skills to face such an army.
Orders.
We need the reinforcements to minimize damage.
Efua. Bend to my will.
Orders received.
Because they're trying to
It shall be done. Loyal.
cycle charge here.
Lothern Seaguard. Sinaf. Urifer. We will obey.
Doesn't matter the casualties take, we still can defeat this army, but just gonna be a lot of damage.
As you say. It
The shades are too soft for the spear walls.
High Mage. To war. Men Louis.
I should have probably left the guard somewhere to water.
It shall be done. For order. Understood.
Spellcaster. Scython, hear me. To battle.
I killed this unit.
Loyal.
Assault Archmage. For Teclis.
Spearman. Lacoy. Loyal. Northern Seaguard. Spearman.
Great swords are fleeing from the spears.
For duty.
What the fuck?
Loyal.
Master of Sorcery.
Ulfwan Mage.
Northern Seaguard.
I
Spearman.
just have to grind down the card. We have a lot of spears.
Loyal. For Ulfwan. It shall be done.
We're gonna lose this unit.
Unlimited
Looks
power.
like the guy's gonna die. Might lose one unit.
Asher, advance. Orders understood. Oriole.
Hydra is regenerating like crazy.
Summon the winds.
Eagle Claw. Acknowledge.
We advance. Understood.
Oh, the garrison is here. Those army losses.
Spearman.
Pull back.
Behold my power.
Acknowledged. Orders received. Moving out.
Garrison was useless. I think we might have lost one Lodency guard. That's the best they can do. Just kill one of our units.
Assault Archmage. Disciple of power.
Archers. We advance. Assyrian guides us.
Still better than auto resolve. One Lodency guard would have been disbanded for a hero anyways.
Ulfwan Mage.
True magic is mine. Witness true magic. Assault Archmage.
Close victory. One Lodency guard fell down to 5 guys. They might have dropped into 4. If they're on the 4, they're dead. Hydra regenerated way too much. I just ignored it. Oh, boys alive. And a talisman preservation. Thanks, card. Make sure to visit at the same time. Deliver me money and experience and more talisman preservation. Our army doesn't have no battle skills or high experience or missing some technologies. This army is just work in progress. We just got massive experience here.
Their lives for coin.
Kinda crazy he came all the way here, but it was a good thing. It was a good thing. I got the best gear on Teclis now. Yeah, they survived on 5. That would have been this band on 4. We saved him on like barely.
Master of high magic.
Because army losses with summons and tier, yeah, you should, because they will drop the overall army leadership in the area. I caused army losses with potion of healing back in Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2.
Be prepared.
Sarah can't do anything, he's being ganged up. It's a very weak faction. These guys control all of it now. We did destroy Kairos though.
Ironbrow!
I'm waiting.
My knowledge is yours.
First alliance available, not a good one though.
You may...
What?
Defender of the Phoenix Throne.
Jokot Tansul! Elsixla Ataxa Zozul Sarsigal.
I need to distract this guy from the other stuff.
High Elven Archmage.
Prince of Elfwan. Full sails now! Command me.
The vortex calls.
There's a replenishment enemy territory card.
Unfathomable knowledge.
Round of Fear is a huge money, so we have to take that. Oh, my scouting might have delivered there.
An insult.
I wield the winds. Boundless wisdom. Light of the moon. In the white tower.
Either can be very nasty if you don't focus it. You literally tie down a couple of units. So amazing crowd control. War Hider has always been an amazing unit. It's even better than Warhammer 3 now. Don't have fire with your damage or just enough damage. It's just too tough to kill.
Spearman!
My men here will call my spirit home.
We'll weaken them from afar.
Should have been playing it already, Jab. At patch one after the first big patch after Moral Empires, that's when the Warhammer 3 was fine. From the early mess.
We will obey.
It's not on the Warhammer 2 level, but Warhammer 2 is a different game. You're missing stages of the game. Games you will never experience again because they will no longer exist again. When you're gonna come to later to other stuff, you're not going to appreciate things as much, especially if they make it for the better.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, is there any? The only way this guy survives is we just put him way in the back.
at Seaguard.
Well, just think about it like this. If you haven't played Warhammer 3 so far, well, you will never get to experience the early Gorst or the area around the Ogre Mountains without the Chaos Dwarfs. You just missed the entire game, doesn't longer exist.
For duty!
Spearman! Acknowledge! For duty!
There's no trees, we gotta protect these two. Yeah, we're deployed in this area. See to the back.
For duty!
Spearman! We will obey!
Spearman!
Assault Archmage!
Has the map changed what the Chaos Dwarfs say? Yeah. You don't have to own the Chaos Dwarfs brutality. If you want to play Chaos Dwarfs, you need DLC, but the DLC doesn't add anything to the game other than you playing the Chaos Dwarfs. So you don't need the DLC to play the rest of the game.
Will be done. Lothern Seaguard.
As you say!
Assault Archmage! I do not object!
Yeah, Chaos Dwarfs in the game, you have the latest update, but you can't play them.
I sally forth! Following my destiny! Moving! Behold my power!
There's a potion of healing, that's why he was tough.
Winds flow through me!
Understood. Understood.
I see my path!
Oh my god. Have you seen
Led
that shit?
by Hoa!
Holy
High
shit.
Mage ready!
Eagle Claw.
The most potent spell! Observe my radiance! It is my destination!
For Lothern.
True magic is mine! Triumph is assured! I will not tarry! Asaurian sends me!
That Brett is a suicide because they're gonna get shot too much.
Seeking fate! Witness true magic! I will go! Led by Hoa! Following my destiny! I govern the winds!
How this thing...
Sinath. Without fail.
Lothern Seaguard!
We have to just run with that other one.
Loyal.
We will obey!
Lothern Seaguard.
To the fray!
Earthwind Mage! Winds of magic rise!
Lakoi!
Sir.
We'll try to go for our lord and we just flee.
Seeking
Don't have to fight him.
Wielder of the winds!
For duty. By your command. Orders received. Attack.
And Hydra just full health almost.
Yes! Scython, hear me!
Spearman! To battle!
For the Ever Queen. For Asaurian. Orders received. It will be done. Eagle Claw. Loyal. The river. Had I be
What are they doing? Shoot!
It is my destination. Magic's unleashed. I will go.
Earthwind Mage!
Hyder being very annoying as usual.
Acua! Bend to my will!
I will not tarry. Unlimited power.
Everyone is immortal, it's a shame.
Moving. Archmages never fail.
By your command! Understood!
Asur Archmage. Asaurian sends me. Observe my radiance.
I can double hit before even second attack animation.
I see my path. I sally forth. Led by Hoeth.
Loven Seaguard!
Asur Archmage.
Card lost his army.
Spellcaster!
If they don't shut him down, he's not gonna get extra money here.
Surian!
Orders for order!
Done. Asaurian's vengeance.
This is extremely tough to bring down. Oh,
Eagle Claw!
hope the eagle can bring him down. Eagle has a good attack on the dragon, but this one is way too tough. If we can hit him from behind, we can barely hit him. And a potion of healing, so it's incredibly tough. We don't wound our cards, we don't get the money from him. Because he lives at the end of the battle. I think it's an oversight with the system of march stance and the retreat. Because they all die if you defeat him in the settlement. Even if they live at the end of the battle. Because at the end of the battle, in this case, they all should be out-resolved. And not just killed after the fact when the post-battle loot has been assigned. See, the card lives, we don't get the money.
Perhaps their master
And he's down.
values them.
That's what I'm talking about. So you don't wound him in the battle, you don't get experience or the money.
Master of high magic. Ready yourselves.
Let's replenish here, the fight was nasty. Going for the money.
Defender of the Phoenix.
Oh, nice, another, that's actually a different item. This one is not bad. Not really, right for an arcane item, it should be like an enchanted item.
Teclis, High Loremaster. Setting sail.
The money's in the growth. The growth is very nice here now. And hopefully nobody surprise comes here. It's way too far from anything for anybody to arrive here. There's a resource, Torelsor. The economic value of that settlement goes down as these guys get more money.
De Leon! Welcome. What business have you with me?
We're surrounded by a lot of powerful lizardmen. Now we're trying to make them allies. Oxyotl is our best ally, so that has to happen. They're also gonna be very strong, control the whole continent. Yeah, Evan.
High Elven Archmage.
We are rank 52, replenishing.
By Grundy,
We have more trade available shortly.
Tyrion, sons of Ulf-1, what brings you here?
Finally, huh?
As you say.
Ultuan has been united by the High Elves. Faster than usual. Hey, Dagman. All good, thanks. You?
What? Darkness comes. Dumgrong!
I tried with Tyrion before, but he cancelled it. There's also a bug going on right now. Yeah, it's nice that we can we don't have to get jackets out anymore. We can go with that just regular.
High Loremaster of Hoeth. Embarking. The sea is calling.
Hoeth sends us the maiden's benediction.
Jutsasu Gikuretulk. Elsixla Ataxa Zuzul
I
Sarsega.
didn't get military X with Krogar.
Our people are being tainted.
Your words are nothing to me.
Kills the pyramid and that's it. Even the Cetra are the last one that causing trouble in Southlands. But Scarburn is on the border. Spent multiple turns in a channeling stance. This didn't tend to work before. Now we can see again, huh?
Allow me.
This vision is bugged from time to time. Yeah, Ultuan is dominating, the elves are dominating.
Greetings. The Phoenix Court will hear your words.
Here has some crazy military. He needs to go after the 1,000 more, so... let's say it's a big enemy, paid for it paid a lot for it. Maybe it has 7 settlement, that's good, it's gonna cause some resistance in the area.
What brings you to the halls of my ancestors? I'm listening.
Can I offer assistance?
The water still location for the order right now is Lastria.
Iron will, Praise Sigma.
Asur Prince.
Yes.
Emery and Exiles of Corn are the one remaining in Southlands after Mumford is gone.
Seeks me. Land.
We got tier 4. We got tier 4. First tier 4 building. Cal not play same time in the High King now. High King campaign might be a long one. We need 2 tier 4 buildings for that one. It's upkeep production already, huh? Guess this will have to wait, no need right now. This does give us access to the Loremasters. Another mage. There's a lot of money in diplomacy, so we are low right now. We've also been focusing growth. We've got the good stuff in this area. More about recruitment and upkeep, so. We're gonna be recruiting spearmen and archers for the rest of the game. The emergency troops. As well get martial law. One is what quite a bit, I get military access here, I won't be able to cross it. I guess we could just send both to Lastria.
Full speed, Asur.
There's nothing happening in Southlands for us. There's nothing even. Next thing's in Badlands.
Toward power. A light here.
Distant shores beckon.
Going to see what's going on in the next colony. We got 4 colonies right now. I think there are 9 total. Three are in Lastria.
Teclis, High Loremaster.
The most gifted.
Master of the White Tower. Voyaging.
Ulthuan's Archmage.
The ocean gives life.
Man, the events are so buggy.
Find the wind. Row, Asur!
Defender of truth. Moving off.
This is the talisman, huh? Of missile resistance on the nearby units. Tackless still have infinite spamming flow with Doom, yeah, but it would require a ridiculous amount of time to achieve that.
Ready.
It's extremely high, still extremely high winds of magic, but not infinite. Got 36% ward save, and we get access to another 20 from Shield of Suffering and Phoenix.
High Mage.
Wisdom awaits.
Was Brennan 2 life mages? We don't want to have more than 2 life mages in the army, that makes no sense. 2 is just enough.
There is no limit to my power.
This one can give pretty much missile resistance to the entire army nearby. This army is not gonna be vulnerable to the spell stuff, huh? And we want those guys to die anyways. Guess we're gonna give spell resistance to this army.
Your word is my command.
Trying to unlock the next stage of technologies.
Orders?
Rebuild trading recovered. If I get this, we can see what's going on in Lastria. Apparently we cannot because it's bugged. Just the line, everything just disappears for some reason. This Arcelum is on disappear. What's happening in all chaos? Even your own settlements would be in fog of war.
Infused by Hoeth's wisdom.
Should give us money, just need to get it to hard here. It's gonna go fast here, but I'm not gonna do much during the traveling mostly.
I am Teclis, High Loremaster of the White Tower.
The lines here. No. Actually does not have a guaranteed existence. What do we have here? Invocation of Hoeth. Activated.
There is power in the waves.
Master of high magic.
Hoeth grants you wisdom. Weighing anchor.
One has an excellent line of sight, so we'll see them a little bit further.
Setting
Stick to the
sail.
coast.
I wield the winds. Seek land.
Ridiculous.
Won't trade with these guys so we can see what's going on that continent. These guys are struggling, huh?
Deal.
10 settlements on Clump Pestilence probably should be our target.
On the hunt.
That war with Gran Pepe. Not good.
Hunt. Sigma be pre. What?
He give us money for that peace treaty. That pyramid is gonna hold for a bit, but
Speak thy words.
1500. That's fine.
Gods that they were agreed.
It's probably gonna get destroyed soon, anyways. With money for construction. We are in the spice business. This is going down. Oh, I think we actually did it. I think we actually did it here. I think we did it. 4 times where we used their influence actually was noticeable. I'm gonna lose, of course, because we are literally controlling the area. We might not control the settlements, but there's a reason this faction is doing well. They signed a military X with luck, they're golden. It's gonna be one of the only campaigns we're gonna see Lazarus is doing really well. And influence delivered. We're not gonna have characters with the influence, but at least we'll influence diplomacy a bit. Okay, prevent the war between Torek and Krogar.
Distant shores beckon.
I haven't even seen how many settlements Marathi has. Yeah, Alex. Well, let's go with the relations here, because we made a peace with Mumford. Of course, don't like stuff like this.
Greetings. What do you require of Karakazul? Have at!
The division bugged again. It looks like it seems to bug every time you use diplomacy. That's annoying, especially for the longer campaigns. So the region gets bugged every time we sign a new treaty. you wonder how much they even tested this campaign when they were adding factions to it.
Every last beast. Captain of scouts. Defender. Ready the Reaver.
What do I fight with Elsa's greenskins? I play Azak and can't seem to win his, with Drakus army. Well, if 1-on-1 doesn't work, just bring more orcs. Draka is definitely a problem with her army.
The taint is spreading.
Spam twin? What spam? Just you're playing orcs in or greenskins in your one army. Why are your what troops? Where's your second army? You're trying to outmatch the Wood Elves 1-on-1 as the greenskins. That doesn't sound strange to you? Can't do it, just get the numbers like the green's supposed to get. Not everybody can win 1-on-1. As the faction or the player.
My infinite knowledge is yours.
Some factions you're just gonna need more troops.
Boundless wisdom.
If you say so. Voyaging. With haste. Moving off.
That was the problem with a lot of greenskin players in Warhammer 1. They always try to win against dwarves 1-on-1. And they complain why they can't do it. And I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? 1-on-1 greenskins dwarves on old legendary difficulty.
Hoeth's disciple.
I remember I watched this one streamer playing greenskins, was one of the biggest streamers. And he just played Grimgor for 40 turns without accruing a second army. It's like, income looked like this, 60,000 and about 2 to 4,000 here. And like, he's still playing one army. Instead of going like minus 4,000s.
I hear the way.
It's pretty straightforward, you know. If the Lord is too much for you or the faction is too much, you just get numbers. Don't overextend if you don't think your guy can win.
High Loremaster of Hoeth.
Corruption is right. An insult.
It's like Rakard is causing trouble in the Chaos Wastes. Don't worry, little guy, we got you. We'll just get rid of Rakard here and invade Lastria. Why did he do this? Why just not march back in the settlement? Sometimes they do these good moves, but they just leave the rest of the movement to do nothing. It's just broken code or something. It's clear they can do the complete move, but sometimes they don't. He moved from here, click, click, and just stayed here taking attrition. So just going back in the settlement. Very strange. It's rank 27.
Unfathomable knowledge.
I'll be back in the Chaos Waste, boys. We are a minor threat. I guess because we have 8 settlements now. Chevalier del Ness rank 3. What the? Bertonia on rank 3. Are we playing late Warhammer 1? Guess they got the resistance. That's good. All pleasure 13 settlements.
Morathi.
And war with Cockroach and all the High Elves.
Wolfheart!
You have picked the wrong enemies, Marcus.
Unflinching!
You may...
Death and destruction.
You're siding with the Lizard in that one.
Joklot Tansul!
I guess we'll take the Grotefrex Glare Lighthouse and then we'll give it to him for alliance. All works out in the end. It's a shame if there's an arm nearby to take it, then it will be trespassing.
I see the winds.
Teclis, High Loremaster. Consider it done.
The vortex.
It goes into settlement and it'll just replenish to 100%. Nothing we can do about it.
All. Set sail. By sea.
Replenishment happens at the start of the player turn.
Fool.
I'm hoping he just finds this as too much of a threat and he just goes the other way. But going into settlement here is fine as well. Currently behind with money. Used all of it in diplomacy. But we had a lot of money a while back, but we used just make sure these factions have the right enemies.
You seek knowledge.
High Elven Archmage.
This one is much better here.
Mage. My powers are yours.
It's a quite different campaign, your usual ult on elves. I like it. Yeah, so we have a way to get Tlaqua on our side further. It's good. It's good that a card invaded here. We did pay Tlaqua to go to war with them, and that's why they invaded, and that's why we can work further with them. We want Tlaqua to do well here, but we don't only want them to get attacked. This place.
When Loic dances, so shall I.
Just met Altanar.
Do not look for me in the light. I lurk in shadow.
At war with one of Heimling's Shadow Legion and Drowned. Get a military access with him. See what's going on, give me a turn.
Yes.
Bugged again. Bugged again! I guess we'll see next turn. What the hell's going on here? But through trade, we'll slowly gain the vision of the world. Astra is currently a location where the Order has the most issues, so we're gonna go help there. Teclis supposed to assemble the Order Tide.
There is power.
Teclis is kinda like He's kind of like, if you have to compare it to one of them Avengers, he's like Nick Fury, starting the Avengers Initiative.
Asor sorcerer.
The other high elves are the government, so we need to just take the matter into our hands.
My infinite knowledge is yours. The gods have spoken. I take possession.
Master of high magic. Seek land. Rest, weary feet. There I must go.
Can we get military access here, for fuck's sake? Nice. See what I'm talking about? This and now this. Well, it was like this. All it takes, just one, and you get what you want. We get military alliance. Yeah, we get military alliance. This guy's good. Our first ally, boys.
Gifted advisor.
Never.
Another victory.
Okay, we need to get rid of this and send Tlaqua to Lastria.
You waste my
Nice,
time.
the Dark Elves actually control the capes here. Beautiful, beautiful. This is we have to control this Elven colony. We want the capes, we don't really care about the other stuff. We want the Volcanic Isles, we don't care about the other stuff. We want the Turtle Isles, we don't care about the other stuff. Just gonna go with the flavor of the campaign here for the colonists. Stabilized everything with allies and send expeditions to take the rest of the colonies and do the same there. Should go for the money first.
By the gods.
With detected skill, we'll have a very high chance to find items here.
Ever victorious.
An insult.
Purest sorcery.
We need to send Rackard back home and invade Capes. Thanks, Malakit.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
And if Tlaqua lends to Lastria, we can also just trade the rest of the settlements to them. Especially if they're not viable, like with the province with multiple resources.
I am Teclis, High Loremaster of the White Tower.
Multi reacts when he's at war with Hexo-Atlantings. Rampe might have had 20 settlements. Looks like Ricardus is gone here. We don't have to worry about him.
Infused by Hoeth's wisdom.
He's literally avoiding us here.
There is no limit to my power.
Fool.
His arm is a little bit tricky.
High Loremaster.
Rank.
Ricard has a healing potion, right? Potion.
No greater mock. Master Rune Lord. What brings you to my mighty form? Aye! We are the best.
Oh, Grand Pepe is turning settlements.
Arcane. Only the dead. Vault monster.
You.
Count Nook.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
Oh my god, what the hell? What's this? What the fuck? I guess Grand Pepe is the enemy. He's doing well, but he's at war with all of Ultron. Well, we can't get them all. Well, the Lizardmen were never part of the Order Tide. Not in my book. They could join the Order Tide, but they were not part of the Order Tide. They're an Order faction, but part of the Order Tide, Lizardmen, they're a fucking joke. Especially in Warhammer 2.
You require assistance?
What is this foolishness?
Never. An insult.
Only had a Great Eagle. Do you have a Great Eagle? His magic attacks.
Fool.
Does not have magic attacks.
Hoeth's chosen.
Rank idiocy.
Yes.
No magic attacks, huh?
Loremaster. Defender of truth.
I changed the mount and we now can move. Fucking hell! That's gotta be in the book. That's gotta be in the book. That is definitely should not work like that. I don't think that's intentional. Because mounts are auto-acquired and auto-equipped. It cannot be intentional. Especially, might have been intentional at some point for some fucked up reason, but now that the mounts are automatically acquired, it's fucked up. I'm gonna put this down as an issue. That should not work like that.
Orders?
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Hoeth's chosen.
It literally moves all our movement above route marcher for some reason. Or it's just 20 flat. That should not work like that.
Wisdom awaits.
Now we can attack there.
Off I go. Making camp. Wisdom leads me.
I see the winds. I know my destination.
This army needs replenishment. So what's wrong with this? I don't really get what's wrong with this. Why are we affected by the climate?
Asor sorcerer. Unfathomable knowledge.
Maybe they changed that. It didn't work like this before. Don't have any penalties.
I wield the winds.
We are affected by the climate here, but it's not our lands. Never worked like this before. Maybe there was a ninja patched.
The most gifted.
It looks like the ninja patched the climate. See this penalty? It's only supposed to happen on the person who controls the province region. But now that we're actually in here trying to replenish, we're getting affected. And it would be fucked up thing, cause if we're not ally with these guys, this would not affect us at all if they change this. Might be also it's a card skill. In the same region? This is the same region? Okay, they didn't fix shit. It's their card skill. Good catch, Wanchler. Rakar has a skill to lower replenishment of the of enemies, right?
Teclis's command.
I forgot about that. This is not the most money, I think. I'm getting better money, but we still need way more for buildings. In 5 turns we do get some more money. It's gonna be tier 4. How much do we care about tier 5 here? We are definitely not caring for 30 plus turns without this building here, huh? Not that much. And control is also pretty bad without everything. Without this third region, we won't be able to get the right control here. Yeah, this is a tier 4 region due to not controlling the Sodex Trail. Having this over tier 4 is unrealistic. We get crippled by having these buildings. We are military allies with that faction, and we do not see that army. That's bug as well. Arms with 3 masters, that's always nasty, especially if they're mounted. Okay, let's see. Godless Crater, tier 5. We are their only ally. $26 for this, damn. Diamond Guardian Phoenix, anyone? Literally gonna be impossible to harass or ambush if I get this on Shield Wizard. Stacks with the other effects.
Safari's servant.
Ambush defense chance plus 60%. Enemy hero action success chance minus 25%.
You seek knowledge.
That item is more fitting, actually.
High Loremaster of Hoeth.
Yeah, more fitting on an army.
Master of high magic.
Mage.
Infused by
Guys, I'll go
Hoeth's
to
wisdom.
60.
I wield the wind.
60 spell resistance.
You require assistance? Your word is my command. Teclis. Yes.
The goddess forbids it.
Why do we not see that army?
Retalk as Quasur.
Look, this is the day for Great Book of Bugs, it seems. Yeah, I woke up very early today. I turned my sleeping time upside down again. And this entry might even be in the book already. Sometimes you can see some units in military allied army. Sometimes you can see information about units in military allied army. Like, so many of these simple things not working, really. We are military allies with Loki. You see, military allies. As military allies, you're supposed to see all of their territories and all of their armies. This is one of their army. This is another army. see both of our armies, we can see everything. And this army, what's even funnier, they're right in front of our capital. We can't even see them.
Prince Eltharion.
Fall in!
We might engage diplomacy with Hans Marsh now that Hexodal is at war with Ultuan.
Rapport!
The nation.
But they might make peace treaty.
Yes. Speak honestly and swiftly, for the lady watches you. Bretonia commands me.
Lost the battle recently, that's why we got military access.
Fearless. Ready.
Lady of...
Burn the coast.
I think Bretonians are strong enough for alliances, though. Lacqua is our best ally due to like where we are and what they have. They use these territories the best, and they have some kind of hidden bonus that makes them strong. Them and the other faction nearby.
Who seeks me? Lilith, hear me.
No!
The gods guide me.
My visions predict...
This army is a little bit tricky because they have a lot of large units, so we will actually struggle killing some of these large units.
High Loremaster, I rest here.
I see the winds.
Definitely...
The characters should be fine there. We have a great... we got fighters.
Be prepared, Asur.
We're trying to weaken some of this military from Rakard, and this is our next goal. Occupy the Capes. This is the next Elon colony. Or the, you know, basically how they imagine Teclis' campaign, going after the colonies, making friends and allies, and forming the Order Tide. So we're going here next. There are 3 of these locations in Lostria. And Lostria is the currently the most unstable continent that we've seen. Both Clump Pestilence and the Dark Elves doing real well. Itza is getting murdered, Hans Marshall is struggling, and Exoatl has started a war against Ultuan. Should be a nice, pretty chill campaign with some fun with Teclis and the other army. We can also experience, you know, hopefully some of the changes they written in the page notes. These guys might start a war here because of all the trespassing. They made military access finally. They didn't make military access with Lacqua for some reason, but we made it happen, made it sure that that at least have better relations. If we didn't use the Intriga Accord, Last Defenders would have been at war with Torek, guaranteed, and possibly with Lacqua. Not guaranteed. He's causing some trouble in Ultan, at least it's interesting there. Useless. Nope. I'm recruiting anytime soon.
Scholar Supreme.
On this armor to be really good, we're gonna need a bomb master, militia master. Going for Firana on the Fear first. This army only handled the cards when he had his best army. Very strange, but almost like we need help. That's Teclis coming. They didn't attack Teclis there. Maybe they just couldn't resist the settlement. They're right in range of each other, huh?
Unthinkable.
3 masters. Two are on horse from the looks of it. That seems like pushing it with one of large units.
High Elven
Anyways, boys, this is gonna be it for the day. Make sure that tomorrow we start a little bit proper times and have a proper stream. We'll be starting with Noctilus tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.